Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I actually realized that I was actually talking to myself the whole time. I was shuffling the deck and I got the Page of Wands. So this channel is just about whatever messages are for you guys. They're not meant to be something that's uploaded on a schedule. It's like if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't, okay? So you guys got the Page of Wands, okay? What I'm picking up here is you guys are either in this energy of needing to seek adventure or seek inspiration, or you guys are providing that for other people. There are people who are actually inspired by you, whether you realize it or not. Some of you guys don't get the flowers, you don't get the acknowledgement, you don't have the support, you don't even have the funds, the money, whatever it may be, to be in a position where maybe you want to be. But you don't realize that a lot of people look up to you. And if you feel like, oh, well, how is anyone going to look up to me? Like I don't put anything out there online, or I don't really talk to many people in real life. Well, this is more of a case of you guys are going to be seeking inspiration in order to become the best version of yourselves, okay? But I just feel like that's a confirmation of what you guys needed. So say for example, if you feel like you go through periods where you doubt yourself because maybe people are not really like affirming what you truly believe inside. But this reading is going to do that basically. So I feel like whatever you're trying to work towards, whatever you're trying to do, just know that people are watching, people have faith in you, people support you in their heart, okay? But maybe you don't see it in real life. And this is an acknowledgement that, yeah, no, people see what you're doing. They love what you're doing. They believe in you. But sometimes people may, I don't know, either people just can't be bothered, or sometimes people are a little bit envious, intimidated to let you know that, okay? So are there any other messages for the collective? Okay, what kind of messages do you guys have for the collective? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups. It came out like this, but I'm still going to keep it. And we have the 10 of Wands. So some of you guys, you may sometimes have to deal with a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens. Sometimes it feels like, oh, I wish there was someone to help me with all these things. It could be bills. It could be just overall responsibilities in general, household tasks. And sometimes it feels like you're plowing your way through life, but like there's no one there to help you. Some of you guys need to get into the habit of not being afraid to ask for help. And I know it could be a pride thing, because I myself have that as well. But there's a need for you to tap into this energy of like, well, I actually do need help, or I actually do need support, I actually do need, you know, or else you're just going to explode. Remember, you're only one person. You can't do everything alone. And you know, the funny thing is that I'm picking up is a lot of people just assume that the way you live your life, everything's handed to you. Everything is great for you. And that, you know, you have everything on point. And it could not be further from the truth. You guys are hustlers. You guys work your asses off. But some people have this impression that you don't. And the irony is I'm picking up intuitively that you guys don't have help at all. No one helps you with anything. You do each and everything by yourself. But the way it comes across to other people is that things are handed to you, things are like people are helping you simply because you appear to be balanced, or you appear to have everything together, even if that's not further from the truth. So subconsciously, you may even know of this, but it's like then you don't want to reach out for help because you feel like, what if someone disappoints me, or what if someone starts to look at me like, oh, I need help, like how can I need help when I'm here, sort of thing. So I'm picking up on that. If you guys get invited to things a lot, or you know, you have to get back to everyone, like it's okay to sometimes take a break off social media, okay? Some of you guys may need that, okay? Pay attention to your body before your body picks a day for you, okay? But I do want to clarify that Four of Cups energy, okay? Can you clarify Four of Cups? Four of Cups clarified by the Seven of Cups. So what I'm getting here is there are some people who really want to include you in their life and really want to be a part of your life, but you may have so many things you've got going on that you can't really get back to everyone. There is someone in your energy that feels really ignored by you. They feel like you've kind of left them behind. And I don't feel like you guys have done this on purpose. You guys have had so many responsibilities to handle that sometimes people assume that you're ignoring them, okay? What else does the collective need to know? Okay, we have the World card. Clarify the World card. Why do we have the World card? We have the King of Pentacles. So this is about stability, the new beginning towards stability. Some of you guys are needing to move to another part of your city. not trying to flash you guys, for work opportunities. Some of you guys don't realize that all your opportunities lie in another city. Okay, that's just for some of you. For others of you, you're trying to get your finances in check and you're trying to be more balanced, more structured. So you're going to be more intentional about how you spend your money and how you make your money. Some of you guys are going to be in work mode and it's going to actually be beneficial to you. Okay. Is there anything else that the collective must know? We do have the moon card. So there's certain things that are actually hidden from you. But you may have picked this up, but you may not know what it is. Can you clarify this moon? Why do we have the moon here? Okay, you could have some people that have been holding back from you. And that's for a reason. Okay, can we clarify the strength card? Why are people holding back from the collective? Ooh, okay, so, okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So, I'm getting that people who are invested in you and invested in your life, but the reason why they hold back from you and keep secrets is because sometimes they feel like you reflect what they're not doing in their life. So it kind of makes them feel like if they want fruit to bear, they feel like when they look at your life, they feel like, oh, I'll never be able to achieve that. Or maybe the collective just has a lot of things going well for them and it kind of reflects to them in a way where things are not going well for them. And it doesn't always have to be true. Like sometimes you could be like, no, I'm the one going through a lot of these things. I'm just not going to look like I'm going through them, but I am. But the way people perceive you guys is if you have everything on point, as if that everything's hunky-dory, you know? People are a bit delusional like that. Sometimes people genuinely think you have everything on easy mode, but at the same time, you may be the type of person that you will only show the good parts of your life. You're not going to show times that you're struggling, you know? So that's why these people may get that perception, okay? But you have people who want to congratulate you on different things, but they may struggle to because it reminds them that they're not at a certain place in their life where they should be, okay? So what else does the collective need to know? What else does the collective need to know? September, okay, you guys may be getting a lot more opportunities, increase in finances, or just something new happening in September time, okay? We also have almost there reverse, so something is delayed, okay? Something is delayed in your life. Let's find out why it's delayed. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. There could be like a third energy or just friendship in general. Like maybe you're getting distracted by certain people, opinions, just having other meetups and everything. Spirit is saying it's okay to spend time with people, but do not lose track or focus on what you've got going on. For some of you could have friends that are, I don't mean this in a rude way, but they're a bit behind in life. And it's not a bad thing, you know, sometimes we fall on hard times, it's just being human, right? But these people could be contributing to your setback in your life, especially if they're very influential on you and they encourage you to do any like low vibrational activities and things like that. Could be the delay, or there could be friends that secretly harbor feelings of envy, competition, sending you evil eye, whether they're aware of it or not. Sometimes people are not even aware of the energy they're sending off, but this is what's causing a delay, okay? Because you guys operate by yourself, you guys put the work in, you work alone, you do everything by yourself, and you could have a good routine going on for yourself that is just the recipe for success, the recipe for balance, the recipe for overall happiness, the optimum for everything. But you could have people in your friendship circle that are a little bit of a distraction because they may not be at the same frequency that you're at, and that's fine because that's life. Sometimes it happens, you know, because we have the Devil card and the Sun card. I feel like you guys are more of the Sun card, and there are people around you, not every single person around you, don't want to make you paranoid, but there's some people around you that are more in the Devil energy, where they're kind of like a bit on the low vibrational side of life. But just because someone's in low vibration, it doesn't mean they're evil, okay? It doesn't mean they're bad, okay? Every evil bad person is in low vibration, but not every person in low vibration is evil and bad, if that makes sense, okay? But some people just need a little bit of a pick me up, okay, a motivation, if you will, okay. There's someone around that has really low self-esteem and they're comparing themselves to you, okay. Let's get more. Okay, signs and synchronicities reverse. Okay, so some of you guys could be doubting yourself. Like you could have got the vibe that, okay, I've been seeing this sign and this synchronicity and this sign and that, but I don't know if it's certain. Spirit's saying don't ignore it. Like, you're not, there's a reason why you're seeing it. Like, it's not in your head, okay? You may feel like your intuition needs to be reopened or just cleansed, okay? And if you feel the need to do that, then do that, okay? Because we have protection. So some of you guys may be in need to protect your energy and protect your space, and don't share every little idea you got going on, okay? We do have Aquarius though, okay? And then what is this? We have, what is that? Ooh, okay, we have insecure, okay? But in the back of it is they're jealous of you. I don't like getting messages like this, guys, but I mean, if it's here, it's here, you know? Like, it's just being re-emphasized because we literally have I'm jealous of you again, and then we have royalty. So some of you guys have some people that are jealous of you. Point blank period. A lot of people actually are. But I feel like anytime someone points that out, it comes across as so egotistical, like, people are jealous of me. But I feel like you guys are humble people and you don't want to come off that way. But it generally is true. You do have a lot of people who are jealous of you. And people are probably like, oh, why would anyone be jealous of you? But people are jealous of the most randomest reasons. I had someone who literally told me like, oh, you have a lot of energy. I thought I was a happy person until I spoke to you. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, what does that actually mean? What's that got to do with me? Like, just continue to be happy. Why are you comparing our levels of energy? I'm so confused by that, but people are strange. But we do have Aquarius here. So you guys are being advised to just be your most authentic self, because I love the sign Aquarius. I low-key wish I was one. I love being a Gemini, but I also love Aquarius people because they're very intelligent, they're very innovative, humanitarian-esque, but they're also very detached. So they don't really have this energy of like, oh, I need to kiss somebody's ass to get ahead in life. They're kind of just like, they are themselves. You either take them for what they are or leave them as is. And I love that, you know? So you guys are being asked to step more into that energy, even if you're not an Aquarius, to really unlock the true version of yourselves, okay? And some people are actually jealous of the fact that you're not afraid to shine and be different. In a world where everybody wants to be the same, you guys are very unique. You guys are very different. And sometimes that triggers people that are used to conformity. They're used to everything being uniform, you know? But it has people feeling some type of way. However, you do have someone who does like you. Okay, so if you guys single, you're looking for a relationship, or you know, you're just open to that, you do have people that like you, but there's a particular energy that does like you, okay? Let's clarify more about the I like you. Who likes my collective? There could be a Sagittarius, but we have Wheel of Fortune. So this is someone who, they kind of are impulsive, but not in a bad way. Like, things do work out for them, but they kind of like to take a risk and hope for the best. They're very positive, okay? Tell me more about this person. I heard jet black. They could have jet black hair. And if they're a woman, they could be a water sign. So, yes, specific. They could be very sweet and intuitive. I'm getting Scorpio as well. But if they're a man, they could be a fire sign. Specifically a Sagittarius. This is somebody who's really balanced, okay? They're going to approach it, but they feel a little bit nervous at the moment. They're not actually used to being nervous. Like, when they like someone, they usually just go for it, but for once in their life, they actually feel nervous in regards to you, okay? You know? But I heard jet black, so they could have jet black hair, okay? Is there any financial advice you have for the collective, or any career advice? We have wealth. You're moving towards real wealth and prosperity. Keep up the great work, okay? This is not to say, okay, you guys are gonna be millionaires tomorrow, but this is basically saying, if you continue at the path that you're on, eliminating any distractions, eliminating anything that will set you back in your career, you guys are going to be able to attain this level of wealth. And it sounds too good to be true, but I promise you it is achievable. But it requires consistency and a structure and just being balanced, not overly investing into things that are frivolous, that are going to basically hinder you, okay? Any other career advice you have for the collective? Okay, we have foresight. Pay attention to things that are important to ensure wealth. Be farsighted and alert. Yeah, you guys need to get used to this energy of being able to tell the difference between what is worth an investment and what isn't. What is worth your time and what isn't. Because some things, I'm going to be quite frank, are not worth your time, okay? And some things are an opportunity. So being able to establish something like that. So some of you, if you've been working at a certain place or doing a certain thing for a long time in the same environment, and you feel like you're outgrowing people, you're outgrowing certain things that you used to do, there's a time to change. That's the time to move and go somewhere new. Or even if it's not work, it could just be hobby, like a business you're trying to basically pick up from. You may have outgrown a certain environment and there's a need to try something new, or try the same thing but in a new environment, okay? So being able to establish a difference between an opportunity and what isn't an opportunity, okay? Then we have gift. You will discover new talents that will lead to new opportunities. Use opportunities that arise. Okay, so basically the same similar message. So some of you guys don't realize that you have skills that you can monetize. You have skills that you can really go far in life with, but you kind of doubt that whether it's even achievable, you know? And how will you know if you don't try? You know, how will you know if you don't have that level of support? So if you guys are making something or you have businesses, feel free to reach out to me, email me. I'm always happy to promote. Love promoting, okay? I love to see people thrive, okay? We have sweet success. It is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Get what you want. Again, yeah, some of you guys may question yourselves. You may feel like, oh, I want to achieve this, and this, but it seems really competitive. It seems almost like unattainable. The spirit is saying it's not unattainable. You need to believe that you are deserving of it and work towards it and achieve it. Okay, but that happens when you're at a high vibration and you feel like, you know what, this is what I want. You don't allow outside opinions to distract you or people to take you off of your course, okay? Even if it means turning that phone off, so be it, and just honing in on what you need to focus on, okay? Let's get some extra messages. So what else does the collective need to know? We have Kintsugi. This is what I was saying earlier in the reading, that you guys just being your most authentic self, you guys have gone through pain, you guys have gone through turmoil, you guys have gone through a lot of trauma, but it's every unique quirky thing about you is what makes you beautiful. And you guys need to recognize this, because a lot of people see this as your beauty. The things that you find that have disempowered you or made you feel weak or made you feel like they've set you back are the same things that people admire about you. And they may not tell you this to your face, but this is exactly what people are thinking in regards to you. So just own it. Everything about you that you may feel like you dislike are the same things that people really love about you. Okay, sometimes I used to feel insecure because I'm neurodivergent, but now on social media it's become a trend. Now everyone's like, oh my god, I'm neurodivergent, oh my god, now I'm autistic, now I have ADHD all of a sudden. But growing up, we were the same people that were bullied, okay, and now the same people that bullied us are now claiming to be neurodivergent. It's wild, okay? But I like it. I like being neurodivergent. I feel like, you know, it feels like we have our own little community. And yeah, we are a little bit different, but it's not something that we see as okay, we're disabled because of it. You know, of course, on the other spectrum, there is severeness, like my eldest son, right? However, it's like embodying the fact that, yeah, we are this way, we are quirky, quirky, and we just are who we are, and that's it. You either accept it or you don't, but we shouldn't basically dim ourselves just to conform to society, and that's just how it is, you know? It is what it is. What's the thing that I said? Be yourself, or do you, and the world will adjust. I think that's what it was. And it's true, because now all of a sudden everyone's like wants a diagnosis for the same thing that people used to bully us over. Wild, you know? But being your natural self is what's going to make actually people love you the most, and the right people want you around them, okay? We also have compassion, okay? So there's a need for you guys to be more compassionate to yourself. I always say it's to the self because I know my subscribers are very loving, empathetic, caring human beings. But sometimes when you're like that, you forget to be the most caring, loving, empathetic human being to yourself. So do that, okay? People will have compassion for you. It's okay to actually say, you know what, I feel this way, you know? No one's judging you for having emotions. Some of you guys may have this energy where you need to like keep up a brave face, and that's okay sometimes, but you don't always have to be that way, especially in therapy. Some of you guys may struggle to be vulnerable with people, okay? But there's a need for you guys to be a bit more vulnerable with people, because you do have people who actually are in your corner that want to be there for you, okay? And at the same time, it also humanizes you, okay? What other messages that the collective need to know? Involution, yeah. Some of you guys are doing, in fact, majority of you guys are doing the inner work. You're doing inner shadow work, looking at things that you love about yourself, looking at things you want to improve on, you want to change about yourself. And it may be something internal, but I promise you it's showing out on the outside. Some of you guys are coming across as a lot more confident, a lot more vibrant, a lot more happier, a lot more beautiful even, okay? So you consistently working on yourself is actually benefiting not only your future, but also yourself, like your higher self, okay? And is being shown, right? And we have gratitude at the bottom of the deck. So you guys are in this energy where you're just being grateful, you're loving yourself. Expressing gratitude actually does help bring more into your life. And I don't know if this is coming from a spiritual sense or if it's just something that I've just heard a lot in religion, whether it's Islam, whether it's Christianity, whether it's Buddhism, whether it's Sikhism. Like, gratitude does play a fundamental role, okay? It's easy to focus on what we don't have, but not many people focus on what we do have. And I think that's where the focus needs to be at times so that things can multiply, okay? But regardless, keep shining. You guys don't realize that there are people who literally look up to you and be like, I wish I was in the collective's position, no matter how hard it is, okay? So what love advice do you have for the collective? So we have celebrate. Today, celebrate the love you share with those who matter most, okay? If you're in a relationship and you're getting married, or you're engaged, or you just want to do things that you feel like, okay, I want people to celebrate this love. Only surround yourself with people who approve and love your relationship, not people who are envious of it or people who don't like it, you know. It's good to be surrounded by people who actually are happy for you, okay? But this is more specific though. This message is not for everyone. This is more like you just needing to be surrounded by people that actually love you for you. If you're single and you're watching this, then this is more of a case of, if you're talking to different people, be around people who actually uplift you, not people who get a high out of humbling you, okay? We also have dreams. Look to your dreams. They hold all the answers you seek. So some of you guys may be getting dreams about a particular connection. Make note of what you see in those dreams because it may be useful further down the line, okay? And then we have hideaway. Make time to be with your person. Create your own special hideaway. You know, it's very hard. I know what it feels like to be in a relationship because I am in one. And it feels hard to make the balance between work, family, hobbies, everything, and have a partner. Like, it's very difficult. So there are times where you're going to have a hideaway where you're like, okay, I've done everything I need to complete. Now this is going to be me and my partner's time, you know? But we have butterfly. So for those of you who are single, you will meet a new love interest at a party or a night out. Ooh, yes, okay. And I support this because I don't really believe in online apps. Every time I've downloaded one in the past, I've never actually gone as far to actually talk to anyone on it. I kind of just made it and then left. Because I don't really operate that way. It just feels very unnatural. It feels forced. Everyone's going to pretend to be something they're not online. I mean, it's online, right? And when you meet them, things just go downhill. Sometimes it's just desperation, you know. It's always better to find someone in real life. That's just my opinion, okay? What overall advice do you have for the collective? Okay, so we have reclaim your art, number 7. Yeah, some of you guys need to learn a new skill, maybe even learn how to play an instrument, learn a language, whatever it may be. But you guys are being able to reflect and reclaim your art, okay? So don't just be like, okay, this is something I like doing by myself. Showcase it, you know? Brand yourself. Say, yeah, this is what I do. Talk about yourself. Yeah, this is what I like to do in my spare time. This is something I thoroughly enjoy. You know, more people want to see that side to you, and it's going to be beneficial to you, okay? We also have say yes. So there is an opportunity coming towards you, whether it's in love, whether it's in career, whether it's in something that requires you to say yes. So if you're looking to see, oh, Spirit, should I accept this? Should I accept this offer for this, and this? Spirit is basically saying, say yes. 35. 3 is foundations, creativity, collaboration, support. 5 is change. So you're going to have a lot more support, a lot more steady foundation in something that you're going to say yes to. 3 and 5 together make 8, which is abundance. So I see it more as career. So there will be an opportunity in career. And then we have see the light, 33. 3, again, what I said before, foundation, support, networking. 3 and 3 together makes 6, which is balance, okay? See the light. So this is all about remaining positive. It was upside down, but I realized some of my cards are upside down because my kids were just kind of playing around with this. So I'm not going to take it as a one upside down. But we have just sing, number 4. 4, stability. So if you're working towards something and you feel like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Spirit say, just go with it. It's kind of like I went on a date with my partner and we were just painting, and I was like, what do I even paint? And my partner was like, just paint what you want. Like, and I'm like, I don't know what to paint. They're like, well, just paint, like just whatever comes to your mind. And lo and behold, it works. I ended up coming up with a nice little masterpiece of a background, and it actually does work. So just roll with it. Continue what you're doing. But that's what I'm getting. I guess the overall message was just, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Some people will give you your accolades, your flowers, and some people won't. But that shouldn't stop you from doing what you need to do, because there are a lot of people who are inspired by you. And if you haven't made a start on that, make a start on that. Some of you guys will be getting influence to make different things and just run with it, honestly. But that's what I'm getting. So take care, guys. Bye.